Now, the Daily Express newspaper seems to be very much on our side in the fight for the TV licence to be abolished. They often run a lot of stories about the telly licence and about the BBC as well in a negative light. That's why I read the Daily Express so much when I do these videos. But they've done something I've been wanting to do for a while, but I've just never had the time or the skill to get round to doing it. They've gone out with a microphone and a camera to the streets and asked people what they think about the TV licence. So it's interesting, isn't it? Let's have a look at this. Britons have shared their mixed views on the BBC TV licence, as many said they might stop paying it if the £159 fee increased. Carnaby Street shoppers have insisted that while the £159 BBC TV licence is value for money, the cost has become a luxury which could force the broadcaster into becoming a subscription service. Now, they've gone a bit more highbrow with this than I was going to go with it. I've gone to Carnaby Street. Look, when I was thinking of doing it, I was going to go to Clacton-on-Sea High Street in Essex. Although, to be fair, that probably would have given us a slightly more skewed opinion on it, wouldn't it? Because it is one of the poorest areas of the country. But I quite like Clacton, got a lot of time for Clacton. I was born there. Anyway, read on. Asked if the BBC TV licence is value for money, Chris, 46, told The Express, "I think in some ways, yes, you get good content from BBC in general, particularly BBC Radio. Should it increase any more? Probably not, and there should be other ways of funding the BBC, I feel." So there's a normal bloke who thinks he's getting fair value for money for his 159 quid a year. Fair enough, he's entitled to his opinion, isn't he? He likes BBC Radio. But he doesn't think it should increase, and he also believes there's a different way of funding it. So to me, that's a negative. That's a BBC fan, someone who enjoys the BBC, admits they listen to BBC Radio, saying, I feel they can fund it a different way. And that is the way the opinion is turning now, isn't it? And it's interesting to see something like that, isn't it? Just a normal bloke who enjoys the BBC saying they should probably fund it another way, I feel. Interesting. Paul, who's 54, did not think it was worth it. He noted there are too many repeats and even the news is one-sided. I don't think it's relevant to everybody in the country. They've got their own views and they play to that slide. Jess pointed out that for people living alone, the cost can be quite high. She said, if it gets nearer to £200, I don't think people will be willing to pay for it. It is quite a lot. Yeah, that was partly what brought me into this fight. I was living alone and I lost my job and I was proper struggling. And I always thought you had to pay for the TV licence. And that 10, 12 quid a month, whatever it was back then, made a big difference knowing that I could cancel that and I could buy food or put some electric on with it. Whatever, it's a big deal. And living alone, blooming ridiculous now. God, I'm glad I don't live alone. The rents, imagine doing that on your own now. Crazy time. She also added, streaming is definitely taking over live TV, and if the price does keep going up, then people wouldn't pay. It's becoming a luxury, especially with Netflix, which is about £10 a month. You would rather pay that than £159. Well, there's not a huge disparity there, because currently the TV licence is 13 quid a month. Netflix is a tenner a month. And you get a lot of stuff on both. But I think I prefer Netflix at a tenner a month, and I don't think I'm alone in that. I don't think I'm alone in that anymore. So I thought this story was interesting. I'm not going to talk about everything that happened on there. There's a video. I'll put the link in the description below to this article. You can look at it and you can watch the video that the Express made. I'm not going to talk about everything on it because it's their work and I don't want to steal all of it. I just wanted to talk about it. It's just a jumping off point, isn't it? But if you want to see the whole thing, go to their website and have a look. Say links below. But it is interesting how the tide is turning, and that's Carnaby Street, where you wouldn't be on Carnaby Street if you were proper skin, would you? You wouldn't see me walking about Carnaby Street, that's for sure. But yeah, I think it's interesting that the tide is turning and people's opinions are changing, and the BBC is becoming less of an institution every day for the normal British people. And they've got to do something about it, haven't they? And sorting out the licence fee is one of the first things they need to do. So it's going to be an interesting few years to see what happens and with people's opinions and what happens leading up to 2027 when the Royal Charter's reviewed, and that could be the end of the TV licence fee. It's going to be interesting. But what do you think about all this? Do let me know in the comments below. Have a watch of the video and read the article and then come back and let me know what you think about it, and we'll have a chat about it as always, shall we? And I'll see you in another video again soon. Thanks for watching.